Missouri is rich in history, from its abundance of caves, agriculture, and manufacturing to amazing landmarks and attractions like Branson's Silver Dollar City, Lake of the Ozarks, and the St. Louis Arch. In this installment of Show Me Missouri, Chief Photojournalist Dominique Lee and myself show you one place that takes you on a journey through time with artwork, and that's the Missouri capital in Jefferson City. Every good story starts at the beginning, a time long, long ago.
We are now in the fourth building that is serving as the capital for the state of Missouri.
But you can't have a great story without a reliable narrator.
Please, on your feet, and we're going to get going on our tour.
About twice a week, tour guide Nazareth Dairian takes visitors on an adventure through Missouri's capital. Up the stairs they go, onto the second floor.
Anybody see the magic happen yet?
A painting.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the reaction we're looking for.
That plays tricks on the eyes. They're reacting to the painting of the Eads Bridge in St. Louis, known as the Artery of Trade.
I take pride in the way this building looks and also how I represent it.
The Missouri Capitol is a total of 5 stories and home to the General Assembly.
There's so much to see. There's over 120 pieces of art in this building.
And Nazareth made sure he did his best to learn them all.
Read Bob's book, Priddy, who wrote the definitive Bible on this capital.
Priddy is a historian and retired journalist.
You spend 40 years in this building and you become accustomed to the art and you begin to really realize how significant it is.
And this so-called Bible he co-authored with Jeffrey Ball and debuted in 2011 is called The Art of the Missouri Capitol, History in Canvas, Bronze, and Stone.
This was American art that spoke to Americans.
Like this painting by Newell Convers Wyeth.
His paintings of the Battle of Wilson's Creek especially, deals with light and shadow and smoke, are perfect examples of the quality of N.C. Wyeth's works.
Wyeth was the nation's prominent book and magazine illustrator in the mid to late 1800s and has 2 paintings on the second floor.
They're probably the second most valuable paintings in the building other than the Benton mural.
The Benton mural in the House Lounge is another sight to behold and was painted by Thomas Hart Benton.
He makes you read the painting like you'd read a book, and that's where his history of Missouri is told.
Down the hall, you might see some familiar faces in the Hall of Famous Missourians.
There's all these stories that the busts are now telling, and we keep adding busts every now and then, so that more and more of our famous people are there. But there's just an awful lot of famous people from Missouri that need to be in the busts. We don't have enough room in the Capitol, probably, for all of our famous people.
And of course, one of my favorites.
Cronkite was from St. Joe.
With the stained glass work, sculptures, tapestries, and more paintings, there's still some missing bits of history.
The history that they showed was history as they understood history in the 1920s. So there are a lot of things that were not included. You won't find women very many places.
And Priddy says there's not a lot of black history.
That's something perhaps for future artwork to be done if they decide to add more art, and there are places to put it.
Places to continue the history of Missouri, so these children always have somewhere they can go.
This building belongs to them, and it'll be here to serve them from now until they're adults and beyond.
I love this building.
Not quite the end. In Jefferson City, Evie Allen.
It's just so special.
KMU 8 News. Priddy says he's currently working on Volume 2, focused more on the history of the artists. To schedule a Capitol tour, you'll find a link to this story on our website.